Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line.
Hey, you trade, brother?
Up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek,
you trade?
We'll take a break.
70, Indy. Let's go, defense. Get it.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do.
Oh, come on, kid.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
Oh, he pulled a hamstring? Oh, ready? That's what I wanted, too.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it's going to be second down.
Ooh.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
My son pulled a hamstring.
Now it's Tannehill. Being chased out.
Get there.
Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Devin Bush brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action.
Oh, got him.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watch the run.
First-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. The 20. 38 yards on the scamper there. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, box truck.
Tannehill.
Good pass.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game.
That's crazy, man.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one.
Oh, yeah.
He'll come out to the 25.
That's a big move, you said? Yeah.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Feeling like Michael Jackson moonwalking. Smooth criminal, smooth.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Good.
Out of the gun, Downs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Throwing on third and long. Dobbs. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee.
That nigga still in the game.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Jackson to return.
Get him out of there.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
He chokes the camp. Get him out of there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Ready?
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and this one complete to Smith. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on second and 13. Tannehill. And an alley to run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. On second down now. It's Henry, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any...
And he's going to go down again. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week.
Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. 10. 5. And all the way into the end zone. And that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get out the field, man. He's walking slow and shit, man.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Leonard Fournette. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler able to get him for a loss of about 3. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Tannehill, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returning is Peppers. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Fournette, a first down carry. And an Allen to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Here's Dodge to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
What time is it?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
131.
Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Check 13. Pilot, 64. Weak. Bravo.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. It's caught. Humphries. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Back to throw. Tannehill.
Pick that shit, man.
Tight coverage there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A second down run with Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
You missed it.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here's Dobbs to throw, eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Kill his ass.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The handoff right side, it's Washington. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of...
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Dobbs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
He's not going to get me. Hatchet. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 4th down, Dobbs flushed out right. Now this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. You must be getting tired.
Henry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. To throw is Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. There as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans are close to finishing off this football game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Tannehill going to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Complete. Smith has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Fournette fighting through. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made